All right, good. And remind me, what slide is that on? Because I just got out of order with my slides.
90.
Thank you. I am going to now take control back. We've got about 15 minutes to go. We'll try to end this in 10 minutes, and then we'll be able to answer some of the questions that have come up here. So you should see sun care 2022. Yeah, good. So sun care is growing. We're getting out into the sun. Oil-free has become very important. Niacinamide, which helps with filling in wrinkles and protecting the skin from UV stuff, has done well. Hyaluronic acid, which has done well in other areas, is growing. But then soy has come in and doing particularly well with that growth rate. So a lot of stuff that I think most of us already have in our quiver, but shea butter is still on this list. But there's some interesting things there like pea extract that might be opportunities as new product ingredients. What's kind of gone down in sun care are some of these botanicals like rose water. I don't know if licking mushroom counts as a botanical, but I think of it as that. Cucumber, some of these things from your back garden have become less important here. Once again, retinol is not as important in sun care as it was perhaps a year ago. I know that's something that a lot of people have been questioning in our comments about where retinol fits, but we don't see that trending up. Sensory attributes within sun care: full coverage, the convenience factor of full coverage, non-comedogenic, which is, don't clog my pores. That's become important. Weightlessness, the texture of it, keeping it feeling very airy and not, like you're wearing paste is important. Hyaluronic acid is, I'm not sure if that counts as a sensory, but we counted it in here because that's a different way people are feeling about it. And creamy, light coverage. What's kind of gone down in importance: cooling, which is kind of strange to see that cooling sun treatments have become less important to consumers, but that's definitely declined in terms of the share of voice. Fragrance-free, which flies in the face. We know that there's a clean trend for all of our skincare products, and so fragrance-free is unusual to see that. That may be a function of just seasonality. When we gathered this data, it was the peak of summer, so we're not exactly sure if that's a long-term trend, but that flies in the face of our norms of expecting clean fragrance-free stuff to be growing. Calming fits very much with cooling, and gelable, non-greasy. It's not that people want greasy, it's just that term is not being searched or talked about as much. In terms of the need states here, skin care, sun care are similar. Blemishes, blemish control is something important in sun care for consumers. So if you're going to apply one thing to your face, you'd like it to do two jobs. Full coverage, making that simple and convenient is important. And then softness. So back to texture. How do I make that not feel like I just put on a layer of vegetable oil? How do I make it feel soft and powdery and simple? On need states, it's not that people need sun care less for normal skin. They're just not looking for that as frequently, or skin firming, or some of these other dual benefits that they're looking for with sun care. They're just not getting as much attention as they used to. And here's a great one, antioxidant. Like, we would have expected that, in keeping with the trend towards clean and natural ingredients. We'd expect that to have more attention, but it's just being looked at less frequently than it was before. We got some build slides in here. So cross-category, sorry, we missed the build slide. So cross-category, some of the things that people are talking about that cross-category within sun care are sponges that have some kind of sun care product or lotion or something in them to make it a simple application process. Specific treatments for the neck, décollage area is very important. Bronzers have been always important. They're coming kind of back into vogue right now, foundations. And then things like mascaras and concealers and powders with sun care products, sun UV protection and stuff. So this very specialization of adding sun care with some of these other elements have become important. And some of the things that are just not getting as much attention: sprays, body wash with UV protection, lipsticks with UV, not getting as much attention there. Settling sprays, face sunscreens only, and gels and lip balm. So you're just getting a little less attention in sun care than they did previously. So key conclusions. So we did pretty well. We got 10 minutes to go. So I think a couple of things that are just things you should be looking at right away. Some of these things, these ingredients like chia seed extract, or having talc-free products or vegan products, Those are opportunities to look at. In some cases, it may be positioning. In other cases, it may be formula investments. But those are areas where there's going to be continued increased interest going forward. In terms of product formats, across all the categories, the one where we see a lot of activity are lip stains and lip primers, and anything on moisturizing that's, as Dylan mentioned, intensive, dealing with very clinical, intensive, deep moisturizing stuff. You're going to see that continued shift with fragrance from the citrus floral notes to the natural earthy notes. And then the overall theme that I think we expressed here is there's more focus on the younger consumers dealing with acne, dealing with blemishes or oily skin. That has become more of the share of voice out there than we've seen in the past year. And the anti-aging stuff like retinol has become less important. And I know from our questions that some people have said, no, we've seen data that retinol is growing. It could still be growing in products that have retinol in their formula, may still perform well and may still maintain their market share, but they're definitely not getting as much attention from consumers, from those millions of consumers that we've been examined now, than they did even just 1 year ago.